Okay, folks, here we are back with day 5 of the remodel of my older model Winnebago RV bedroom. And you know how I was saying before I was going to tape these off and paint around them, but I got to thinking about, see, even here the paint just not getting it close enough to there to be right. So I'm going to use a screwdriver and take off these door pulls and the drawer pulls. I'm hoping it won't be too difficult. These door pulls, I should be able to get to the screws really easily to get these off, but I don't know about these drawer pulls. Feels like there's 2 screws on, there's a screw on each side in here, and they're kind of at an angle, so that should help me to be able to get them out. Well, that one wasn't too hard to get it started. You know what? I think I'm gonna go and get little baggies to keep each one's screws with the same door pull. So we'll get those. Hope they all come out as easy as that one did. Glasses on where I can see a little bit better. I may even be tempted to buy new, since I'm pulling them out anyway, I may be tempted to buy something new that's not this gold color. We'll see. I would think like an oil rub bronze would look better with the color scheme I'm going with. We shall see. Alright, so that was pretty easy to come out. That'll be a lot easier painting. Not have to worry about going around something. I really like that the nails go in at an angle, the screws go in at an angle like that. It'd be difficult to get them out if they were straight in there. And let's do these next. Yeah, this is coming out easy. A whole lot easier taping them off, actually. Live and learn. Fun getting that open if I close it back up. Alright, I think I'm going to sit on this little stool to get these out. I feel like I'm coming close to stripping this one out. Here we go. Just realized that this screwdriver's magnetized. Alright, there we go. Had to find it. Almost there. A little bit more to go. Alright, And we've got 2 more. Yeah, I think I'm going to look on Amazon and see what I can find for replacement knobs and pulls. I'll let y'all know what I find. Send you a link. Provide you a link to it. In case any of you have these same types of pulls and knobs and want to replace them. Alright. Got these screws hanging out loose in there. Oh, there goes my fingernail. That doesn't go there, that goes down here. Don't know if that makes any difference, but just in case. That really shouldn't. They're exactly the same. Alright. Ready to do some more painting on of the primer. Remember to get me a opener for my paint can this time. Let's see here. Y'all, I have to tell you about one time I actually had this thing pulled loose from the wall and bent the bar behind it and everything. We had to pay to get that put back together. But what happened was I had some stuff stored back in here, and I went over, when I was driving, I went over a railroad track a little bit too fast. It was a lot bumpier than I thought it was going to be. So it threw a lot of stuff around. I didn't know that it had thrown a little space heater out over here, over in behind this slide out. So it was pulled in, space heater in behind it. Got it, the campgrounds, pushed the button to slide the slide out, and it slid right into that heater and just absolutely bent this thing all to pieces. And we kept it that way for a while until I had to put it in the shop for some other repairs, and we went ahead and paid them to fix that for us. So that may be why this wouldn't slide straight down with it, wasn't quite as smooth. All right. Other drawer. Maybe not. Maybe I can see it. Really see it. I think I would have to lay down on the floor to really see it. Just got to feel it. Not as concerned about it. If I can't see it when I'm way down here, then nobody's going to see it anyway. I don't think I'm going to have people sleeping on my bedroom floor in the camper. Alright. Get the bigger brush. Tell you what, I spilt it. I need to get it dried up from there. Not worried about a little bit of staining because I'm going to be painting this carpet anyway. All right, here we go again. Hey, making progress. Yay. Oh, I missed my chair. I'm sure those of you that have done such projects like this before are thrilled that I finally took off the pulls and the doorknobs. That was not going to be a good idea to leave those on, no matter how I taped them off. And yeah, I do think I'm going to probably end up replacing them anyway, so even better. I've already told my husband Ricky that he can't see this project in the works. He has to wait until it's completely done, and then we'll do a reveal. I'll have him on camera. We'll do a reveal. See what he thinks about it. You know, be sure to subscribe to my channel or follow wherever you're watching this, and that way you'll know when I put up the videos. So that should be fun. Speaking of fun, this is going to be difficult getting in here between these drawers. Push this back in a little bit. Probably should have painted all the insides behind the drawers and doors, and then come back painted the outsides of the doors and doors. But maybe I'll remember that for the kitchen if I ever decide to redo the kitchen as well. Y'all, this is wearing my knees. Better the knees than the back, maybe? I don't know. Alright. Let's see. I think I'm about done with all of this. Let's do this window. Alright, trying to figure out what's the best way to maneuver into this area. Oh shoot, there goes my camera. Turn that back around. All right. Oh gosh. Here we go. Now I will say I'm glad I've got this taped off, because my little plastic edge not gonna fit in here, so this taping off was not a waste of time for sure. Am I gonna regret painting the side that's closest to me first? Probably. Can't see it, assuming it's painting it. And yep, get my arm against it. yeah. Oh, yeah, this is going to be a lot easier sitting here. For some reason, sitting down over here doesn't mess with my claustrophobia as much. Maybe if I'm sitting down, I can get back away from it a little bit. Won't be long, I'll be having to stand back up over here. I'm so high that I can reach. All right, time to stand up. Now I'm feeling crowded. Oh, it's getting to my shoulder. Now, we are going to go over here. I think I'm going to do the window next. Not the window, but the mirror. I really love that mirror up there. I think I'm really going to love it even more after I get it painted. I'm going to use this little brush for the edges, and I'll come back with my bigger brush to do the rest of it. Y'all, even though this is just a primer, it's really kind of exciting seeing progress because things are changing, even though it's not the color that I'm going to want it to be, but it just, I can see I'm making progress. It's encouraging. Okay, so if I change out my hardware to oil rub bronze, what can I do about these light fixtures? I mean, they're good light fixtures. Can you paint? Can you paint this gold? Huh. We'll have to check into that. Almost makes me tempted to get paint for the knobs and pulls too, so that it all is the same color. I don't know how well that would work. Paint on a knob or a pull, would it adhere? Would it peel off? I don't know. I'll have to ponder that one a little bit, maybe do a little research. Now, if any of you watching decide to do something like this to your RV or your home, I would love it if you come into the comments and post some before and after pictures. That would be really cool to see. I'm about ready to go for the big brush. I think we're gonna call it a day, and we'll be back tomorrow to do some more painting, some more priming. Hopefully I'll get all the rest of the priming done. I gotta do this part over here, this bottom cabinet thing there, and then I've got to do the trim around the bed, and then the drawers down at the side of the bed, the cabinets above the bed. So hopefully I can get all of that done tomorrow. See you then.